Hi guys, and welcome to another Divi video. This is Jamie from System22 and webdesignandtechtips.com. Well, today we're going to build this little logo carousel. And it's a great little thing for displaying brand logos or just about anything you want, really. I've got mine grayscale here, and when you hover over it, it's going to show the colors on these logos. And of course you can link them wherever you want. Really easy to do. We're using the DiviFlash plugin to do this today. DiviFlash is a premium plugin and it's got some great little features. So let's get started. First thing I'm going to do is add a new page. I'm going to call it Logo C for Logo Carousel. I'm going to use the Divi builder. I'm going to build from scratch. I'm going to put in a single row with a single column in it, and it prompts us to put in the modules next. The ones with the little purple icons are all the ones you get with the DiviFlash, and there's plenty of them, and there's some great additions to the Divi theme. The one I'm looking for today is a logo carousel right there. So I'm going to left click, and it's going to prompt us to start putting in some items. I'm going to left click on there and add an image. Okay, let's start adding some images. I'm just going to quickly add the images. Of course, this carousel doesn't have to be for brand logos. You can use it for anything you want, like any other carousel, but it does have some features that are sort of specific to adding logos and things like that, which is great. There we go. So I've added 5 here, and you can only see 4, and I'll show you why in just a minute. So let's just save that. Move this so we can actually see what's going on. Now let's go into our carousel settings, just down below, and you'll see max slides, desktop, tablet, mobile. The reason we're seeing 4 is because we got this set to 4 on desktop here, 3 on a tablet, and 1 on a mobile. Obviously set these how you want, but that's pretty good. That's going to work. I might change this in a minute, make this row full width. You can give it a max width right here, and you can give it extra spacing right here if you want to, or take spacing away if you want them closer. And like with anything else, you can slide, you can type in a value, and you can fine tune with the little arrows here. If you don't like what you've done, simply left click and select it and delete it. It'll return to the default value for you. Animation speed below here, once we start animating, is the time it takes for this one to get to this position. So that's about ½ a second. If I put our loop on, so it goes round and round, and autoplay on, it'll start moving. There we go. And that 500 is fine. Again, you can slide, type in a value, fine tune there if you want to change that speed. The duration is the time it sort of pauses on each logo there, which is 2 seconds or 2000 milliseconds. I think that's fine. I could take it up to 3000 just for a little more relaxed carousel there. That's every 3 seconds there. You can have it pause on hover if you want people to hover over it. So let's put that on. You can use arrow navigation. That's the little arrows appear left and right. I'm not going to use those. Or dot navigation, the little dots that appear underneath. If I just turn that on, you'll see. And also with the arrows, you've got arrows and you can position them and design them how you will, but I'm going to leave those off. I just want my logos rolling. I'm not going to use a ticker today. If you want to link the whole thing to somewhere, you can do it right here. And as with most links, if you're linking to an external site, put it in a new tab so your site stays open. That's best practices for links. And of course, each logo, if I go back into one of these logos, you can link as well to the brand page or wherever you want to take them. Okay, so we were in our carousel settings. I think we're in pretty good shape there. Don't want a link, don't want a background, don't want an admin label. You can go into the design here and you can set the image settings. You can give them a max width. You can vertically align them, top, center, however you want them. I'm going to put mine in the center or the bottom if you wish. You can use equal height image containers if your images are all different heights. But for me that's not too bad. That Coca-Cola one's a little too high, but I can adjust that individually quite easily. Now I'm going to do what I did before. It's kind of rolling back and forth there. And I'm going to make my images sort of grayscale, and then when you hover over them, we'll bring the color back in. To do that, I'm going to use image saturation here. If you hit the little arrow, common to most Divi modules here, it'll give you a desktop when your mouse is not on it, and a hover state, obviously, when your mouse is on it. On the desktop, I'm going to make them all black and white by taking the saturation all the way down. And then when they hover over it, I'm going to take that back up to 100%. Let's fine tune that. So they're all black and white. Then when you hover over, they'll become colored. Like that. Great. You can change brightness, contrast, and all these other features right here if you wish, but that's going to work for me. Down below you can style your arrows and your dots. I've not got those enabled, so I don't need to do anything there. Sizing wise, I really don't need to do anything there. If you wanted to make it smaller within the column that it's in, you could do that here by just pulling the width down to wherever you want it. And now that's sort of rolling around there, but our column's actually this wide. And if you want it to be in the middle, put it right there. Right, obviously there. But I'm happy for mine to take up all the available space, which is 100% right there. Spacing, I'm not going to adjust anything just yet. I just want to do a few adjustments on the fine thing. What I will do though is make this full width. So let's just save this. And the row that it's sitting in, blue for a section, little tab up there, green for the row, and dark for the actual module itself. I'm going to make this row full width so that it spans the whole area of the screen there. So I'm going to hit the little icon to go in there. I'm going to go to design, sizing. I'm going to slide the width up to 100%. I'm going to select it, Control C, and paste the 100% down in the max width below, or you can type it in if you prefer. Now this is going to stretch the whole width of our site here. So let's go back into the carousel and adjust these and line them up a bit more. Let's add one more so it fills out the screen a little bit. So I'm going to go back in there. And in the carousel settings, max slide desktop, I'm going to up that to 5. There we go. And it's now sort of filling out the whole of our screen, which is what I wanted. Okay. Let's have a look here. Like Coca-Cola, Pepsi and Sprite all need to come down just a little bit, I believe there. So let's do that. And that's going to be in our content. I know Pepsi was the first one. Simply go to design and spacing. Let's give it, say, 30 pixels on the top. Yeah, that looks okay. Same for Sprite and the same for Coca-Cola, I think we'll do. So we'll save that. I think Sprite was the next one. Yep. Again, design, spacing, padding top. Give that one 30 pixels. Yeah, that's fine. And last but not least, we just want to bring that Coca-Cola down a bit more as well on the end here. I think that was the last one. There it is. Design, spacing, padding top. We'll give it 30 pixels as well. Perfect. Okay, let's save our settings and see what we've got going on here. I'm going to save the changes. Save the main changes here. Let's save our page changes. And exit the Visual Builder. And here's our little logo carousel. As I say, I've made mine grayscale. You don't have to. And when they hover over it, it's going to pause. And each one, the color pops in there. But styling, obviously that's up to you. When they take the mouse off, it should start scrolling again. There we go. And that's a great little feature to have on your site if you're selling products or you want to advertise some brands. I see it quite a lot. And that's a great little addition to the Divi's theme. So once again, we've been using the DiviFlash plugin today for this. You'll find the link below the video if you want to check it out. I hope you've enjoyed this today and found it useful. If you have, please give it a thumbs up, ring the bell, comment, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Once again, this has been Jamie with System22 and webdesignandtechtips.com. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.